Hey folks, how's everybody doing out there tonight? Hopefully we'll have a few of you here in the stream today. Looks like we've got one. So we'll give this just a minute to ramp up, and then I will explain to you guys exactly what I am trying to accomplish here today. Let's see. Let me go out and just tweet that we're live.
In the face of an unstable...
All right. All right. Try that. All right, Big A. Hey, how are you? Yeah, that's what it looks like. I've got my two screens going. As you can see here, I've been banished from the craft room. And so everything is a bit topsy-turvy here. But hopefully we're going to have some fun, you guys. I don't know how many people are really interested in joining. It looks like we've got a few folks in. Shlom Dome, how are you? Good to see you. I'll give it just a few more minutes for people if they're interested in joining. But what we're going to do tonight, I've got this sponsorship with iTrustCapital. How you doing, Michael? Thanks for jumping in. So it's hard to figure out how to work these into a video. And so what I decided instead, I just came up with an idea. I started an account for myself because I need to be familiar with the platform to be able to use it. And I started an account for my wife because our tax person this year told us that she needed to make a retirement contribution. So I put hers into the same iTrustCapital platform. And so now I've got both of these accounts funded, and I thought, let's try to do something with this that allows me to give the marketing that they want to them and still have some fun as a community. We can make it kind of a competition and see if you guys can beat me in an Investoff. So I'm going to give it probably a few minutes after the hour, but how are you guys feeling out there? What's going on in your world? As far as crypto goes, I'm sure everybody's feeling a little glum, but it might be a great day to start what I'm doing today because the prices are certainly more attractive for buying than had we done this 2 or 3 days ago. So no, anyone? You guys are still there, right? Yeah, I see you. So, yeah, I'll give this just 2 or 3 more minutes. I've got the rules for engagement in this, and then I'll pop it up and we'll see what you guys have got. What kind of, I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be fun, and we'll just have a little bit of a competition here. All right. There we go. Choosing Terra Luna. Yeah, that's a great idea, Big A. Except for that's not one that's available on the iTrustCapital platform. Thank goodness, because I thought about that. There's a lot of people who would probably tank me on that. You doubled your Saitama bag. You purchased double, or your amount doubled, Michael? Red Sox, how are you doing, man? It's good to have you here. These are some people with some actual experience in investing, so I'm excited about that. I'm hoping that your guys' goal is to actually beat me and not beat me into submission on this deal. So we're far enough into it here. If people come midway, we'll explain the rules to them later, but I'm going to share my screen and pull up the rules of engagement and kind of explain to you guys. Oh yeah, you got that dip. Well, it was a dip, all right. It was a big dip, crazy a little bit. So you guys know. Let me share my screen. So I'm sponsored by iTrustCapital. I've got 2 different retirement accounts. Okay, I've got this one here that has $5,100 in it. It's my wife's. She actually got the referral when I invested in her account. If you fund your account, they give you $100. This one is my account, and I've got the 5,100 also. Nice. Okay, so the $100 in mine looks like it's pending to come in, but 5,000 versus 5,100. And so I'm going to turn over to you guys my wife's account. You're going to make the picks, and we're going to do it democratically. Here's the rules of engagement. So the community is going to vote for 6 crypto options from all of the options that are available on the iTrustCapital platform. The top 5 that you guys choose will become your positions. You'll get the top 5, whichever 5 get the highest vote accumulation, those will be your portfolio. None of those can compile more than 35% of your total money allocation. So your biggest position can be no larger than 35%, but you can do it any way you guys want. Every week, I'm going to give an update to you guys. Every 2 weeks from the anniversary, each team will get the ability to substitute 1 investment. And actually, I said no more than 2. So you can substitute 2 investments. And on the monthly anniversary, you can make whatever changes that you want for the next month. And on the monthly anniversary, the portfolio that has the most gains or loses the least, which would be pretty applicable in the last couple of days, will win. So if the community beats me, I'm going to give away $200 to those of you who are in the streams. And my wife does not listen to me, Honda Game. She's not participating. She didn't listen to me, at least in letting me direct the money into this crypto IRA. But no, guys, the bulk of my retirement money is in managed accounts with a guide who's a financial advisor, and they're helping me make appropriate investment selections for somebody at my stage of career with as many years as I've got left to retirement. So this is really kind of my fun money, because crypto is still the Wild West, but this platform, they're pretty reputable coins as far as cryptocurrency is going. So if I win, I'm buying myself a big steak or something like that. And if I have to discontinue the competition, I'll wait until an anniversary. So if you guys beat me, you still get paid. The reasons I would discontinue would be if I have some kind of a life change, I'm not creating content, or if I lose my sponsorship with iTrustCapital. But I do like the platform, super easy to use. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pull up this right here is a questionnaire. All of the possible options that are available in iTrustCapital, including gold and silver. These are like physical gold and physical silver. They actually have it stored in some kind of a warehouse in Canada. So here's all of your options. You can select 6 of them. Just pick them. You just will end up clicking on them, and it will select. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a QR code. If you guys scan this QR code with your phone, you don't have to download any software. You don't really have to do anything. You just download the QR code. It will pull up that investment questionnaire or your guys' portfolio picks, and you can pick 6. The top 5 become your portfolio. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to do that. And while you guys are doing that, I'm not going to bug you very much, because you have to think. You have to think through what you guys want to do, what you want to pick. So anybody just joining, if you scan the QR code, I saw somebody just popped in. If you scan the QR code, it's going to give you a questionnaire. Nothing to download. It doesn't cost you anything. Pick 6 cryptocurrencies that you as a community want to use for your portfolio. And I'm going to give you guys about, it's 9 minutes after 8, 10 minutes after 8. I'm going to give you, let's say 4 minutes, because 4 minutes on a stream is like a million years. So, but I want you to have enough time to look through them, to be able to jump over and look at, CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. So stopwatch, 4 minutes, we're going. In the meantime, if anybody's made all of their selections, if you're playing along, just please let me know. Okay, folks who are just joining, we're doing an investment contest. If you scan the QR code with your phone camera, it will take you to a form that is a questionnaire. You guys are picking your portfolio. You can pick your top 6 favorite cryptos from the list. These are cryptos that are available on the iTrustCapital platform. And then the top 6 are going to become your portfolio. Okay, Daniel is done. There's only 10 of you in here right now. So I'll take, once I get 8 or we get to 4 minutes, we'll shut it down. If Daniel's the only one that responds, it will be head-to-head, me against him. So now you guys will all get more choices. After this one, we'll do an allocation. Can't do it from your phone. No worries, Shalom Dome. We'll give you the opportunity to weigh in on all of this too. We'll see how the picks come out. You can maybe hit the tie break for them if there's coins that are tied. Saitama, yeah, Saitama not part of iTrustCapital. So these are just picks from iTrustCapital because I'm running the contest on their platform. I've got 2 accounts with $5,000. I'm giving one of them to you guys to manage, and I'm doing the other one. So yeah, unless you're just asking like, where is Saitama in general, that I can't answer the question for that one right now. It's a rough day for Saitama. All right, how we feeling? On the list. Oh, yeah. So we're about 2 more minutes. I'm losing people. Hopefully you guys will find this fun and interesting. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You have right now basically like a 1 in 7 chance of getting $200 if you guys can beat me. You picked it up at the 12 level. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely going to be some trading opportunities in that project right now. At one point in time, it actually added an extra 0. So you could have bought it at 9 zeros, which is quite honestly like the place where I was buying it back in August, September. So crypto is boring now. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. There's something exciting about watching half your investment roll away. For me and what we're doing right now, I'm hoping that this is incredible timing. I was actually waiting. My wife's we funded by just sending in a check. Thanks, Big A. My portfolio, we funded by transferring money over from another brokerage, and it took quite a bit of time to move things over. So I had to wait. I had to wait till both accounts were funded to start the contest. And I'm glad that I did. I've had instances where waiting for money to be freed up to buy has cost me a ton of money. And in this case, had it come in last week, I'd probably be down 50% on these accounts. So, okay, you scanned it with your phone. It's not doing it. Works on my iPhone, but no problem, Union Boy. I'm going to have you guys involved. No problem at all. Okay, so our 4 minutes are up. Let me just pop this down. And let's take a look at the results. Okay. So you guys can see this. Your results. Let me do presentation. It'll make this a lot bigger. All right. So Algorand and Ethereum are tied for first. And then you've got Doge, Cardano, Bitcoin, and Chainlink. So this works out really well, you guys. We've actually got 6 that rose to the top, with the ones that are tied, no problem. So what I'm saying is the top 5 are going to be your portfolio. So you guys have Algorand, you have Bitcoin, you have Cardano, you have Doge, and you have Ethereum. Okay. So I'm going to put those into your portfolio really quick. And I'll show you, just for my sake, I already picked mine too. Okay. And I took Ethereum, Bitcoin. Let me make this much larger for you. Okay. I can go bigger than that. So I took Ethereum, Bitcoin, Decentraland, Polkadot, and Cosmos. I wanted Cardano really bad, but my wife likes Polkadots and Cosmos and Decentraland. I'm hoping that they'll make a big bounce. But you can see how I've allocated mine. I'm heavier in Ethereum. I'm heavier in Bitcoin. So we're going to take your choices and put them into your portfolio. So, and then in no specific order here, guys. But we've got Algorand. Let's see, you guys had Ethereum. You had Cardano. And you had, let's see, Doge and Bitcoin. Okay. With as few people as there are in the stream right now, I'm just going to let you guys use the chat to make your selection. So everybody post your top. Which one do you guys want to be your number one, your biggest position? Yeah, Solana didn't make the list, neither did Avalanche. So Bitcoin, I've got one Bitcoin, I've got one Chainlink, ETH. Somebody's going to have to confirm one of these. Algorand. I need a tiebreaker. There's an ETH for the win, maybe. All right. Algorand, there's two. 2 for Algorand, 2 for ETH, 1 for Cardano. All right. Did Big A didn't weigh in? You still in the room, Big A? Give me a tiebreaker. Ethereum number 1. Okay, it's Ethereum for the win. So I can do this really easy on a vote, but that not everybody's the voting is working. So give me a percentage for Ethereum. You get up to 50. You want to do 20 across the board. Daniel Argo says 20 across the board. What do you guys think? Are you in or are you out? Three yays or 3 nays gets it. $20, $25, 2. We got 2 for 20 each. I'm down. I'll tell you what, we'll split the difference. We'll give 25 to your top and 20 to the rest and 15 to your bottom. So 25, 20, 20, 20, 15. Oh, but Bitcoin may not be your number 1. So what's your number 2? I'll move the order. Big A saying, have some Ethereum because we got to buy coins in Decentraland. Well, this is inside it's inside of a CEX, so there won't be any fees. That like the fees for trading in this platform are less than 1%. So, all right. What was the coin with the second highest rate? That's right. Did I not put them in the order? Let's go back. You're right. So Ethereum, Algorand was your number 2. I'm glad you said that because, okay. So this is ETH, then Algorand. I don't know why I went from memory on that. ETH. Oh, I just put it right back in. Ethereum. Algorand. And then you guys had 10s across the board. Okay. Algorand number 2. They're giving 15. Give 15 to Doge and give the rest 20. Okay. You guys happy? Any changes? Yeah, Cardano is an awesome project, actually. Yeah, I swapped Doge down to 15. So you're overweighted on Ethereum. You guys are good. All right. So I'll just show you guys, like in your portfolio, I'll make one trade here and then I'll do the rest offline so you don't have to watch the whole thing. But in your Ethereum, you guys are doing 25%. So here's your guys' portfolio. It's like the easiest platform. It's, in my opinion, as easy, if not easier, than a lot of CEXs. So 25% of 5,000 is $1,250, and I'm going to throw the extra $100 at that one, so $1,350, and then just submit market buy, confirm. So the fees on that were $13. So it's pretty good value, you know. Okay, so you guys are set. You got your first trade in there. And so I'll go through after the stream here and put all your positions in, and I'll give you guys a weekly progress update. All of you who are commenting in this one, you guys will be the only ones that are going to be available for the first prize if you guys beat me. So a month from today, $200 to one of you. And so make sure you comment if you're here right now. So, all right. It looks good, guys. I don't know what you think. Hopefully this will be something that's fun. It's more fun for me than trying to shill it inside of a video. And hopefully we can learn something. It's going to push me to want to research these a little bit better. Tableman, by the way, what are we doing? We're having a contest, Tableman. I just gave you guys a portfolio to manage with $5,000, and I have one with $5,000, and we are going head to head. Once a week, I'm going to give you guys a, you've seen my picks. I showed them a little earlier, but they're right here. I picked mine before, so you guys wouldn't think it was unfair, but I've got Ethereum for 35%, Bitcoin for 25, Decentraland for 10, Polkadot for 15, and Cosmos for 15. At 2 weeks, you guys can make up to 2 substitutions in your portfolio. So I'll just make a video next week and show you guys where we're at head to head. And then the next week, you guys, if you want to, it's like a crypto game. Yeah, and there's real prizes involved. I'll be giving away my own money. So, why no Crow? It just has to do with what's inside their asset portfolio in this platform. So this is iTrustCapital's platform. They are one of my sponsors. And so instead of doing a short thing inside a video, trying to shill it and lose people in the first minute and a half because they think the ad's too long, I'm just going to do this. And people that want to play along, that's great. And if you don't, that's great too. But there's real money on the line, and it shows people how the platform works, and it shows people how to invest. I'll put a link in the description. That's my affiliate link. If you guys want to check out the platform, or if you start an account and you fund it, you get $100 bonus. I think it's like a $500 minimum funding. And then, you've just got access to 25 of the top cryptos plus gold and silver if you want to own gold and silver in an IRA. So you win, I lose, possibly. But if I win, I'm going to eat the steak. It's going to look like an ASMR video. I'm going to be here just going hard on something good. So, can you get iTrustCapital on your Ledger Nano X? You can't, because it is a centralized platform. They're not out in the DeFi space on the blockchain, they have their own pairs. The pairs do trade at the same rates that they trade out in the DeFi space, like if you're looking at them on Uniswap. But no, I don't think you'd be able to push it inside because you won't have a seed phrase for your account. It's just a custodial account. So gold is potentially the future, but it is not as volatile as cryptocurrency. And in such, if you guys want to add gold to your portfolio in a couple of weeks, you're welcome to do it, but it moves so slow. It could be good for preservation if the market is going down hard. And then of course they have USD in this too. You can simply just put your money back into USD out of the market, and you're not, at risk. So yeah, only if World War III. You can't eat gold, but I do love gold. Most of my favorite, like the channels that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, 3 of the probably 12 or 15 are people who do gold prospecting. And I think that that's awesome. I think it's fascinating and fun. So, all right, guys. So we're just about 30 minutes into this. I'm going to go ahead and place the rest of your trades, and I'll place all of my trades. The portfolios will be set up. I've got them locked down in a spreadsheet. If you guys want a copy of the spreadsheet, I'll share it in the link also. And so you guys can follow or make sure that you're keeping me honest or whatever, but it's all going to be stored on YouTube. I don't ever delete anything. I've never deleted a video that I made, including my very first one, which is like horrific. It's still out there. I think it's good to go watch. I'm doing like Upspeak, where it's like, I think that everybody should take a look at crypto, and you should get involved in the communities. It's like no confidence in a lot of Upspeak. So, all right, guys. It is interesting, Union Bay. It was an easy one for me because as a content creator, of course I want to make money. But if you look at my YouTube feed, I don't shill anything. I've only ever made videos for 3 different cryptocurrencies, like 200 Saitama videos, probably 40 videos for Terrarium, a few live streams that are just community chats, and I did a couple of TARP videos. And so if you're not shilling things, it's hard to, fund your channel. It's hard to monetize your channel. But in this case, what you're actually marketing is the ability for people to invest in cryptocurrencies inside of an IRA. So I'm not talking about any coins. There's nothing to shill. It's just if you want to try to save money for retirement and you want to invest in cryptocurrencies, there's only a couple platforms that do it. And I like this one. It is easy to use. So let's see. Oh, well, yeah, it's tough space out there right now, you guys. I feel sorry for a lot of these guys because you do get many, many offers to do content. I've had, I would say probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 offers to do AMAs, to do a token review. And these people are willing to pay you anywhere from like $1,500 up to like $2,500 just to do a coin review or a 1-hour AMA. I don't know what you guys make, but I don't make $2,500 an hour. So the temptation is really high, but people, if you get a project that rugs, which like half of them seem to be here in the last couple of months, it's brutal on the community, and it's brutal on the influencers too, because they're trying to do the right thing by their audiences and they're trying to make a living, And so I've pretty much just decided I'm talking about a couple of projects because I feel comfortable with them. I don't have time to research everything because I have a full-time day job. And so I just, I can only do so much. So this type of stuff, the terrarium content that I'm making, they're a sponsor of the channel. Saitama, I probably still make a few videos because I have a spreadsheet that people want to see what's happening with the spreadsheet. But man, that was yesterday, in my opinion, wasn't a good look for them in in that Twitter space. I think Russell did well. He is very professional, and I appreciate the way that he communicates with people in that he comes off very professional. He's not, he's not dropping F-bombs and berating people and, behaving in a way that I find unprofessional. But they do allow themselves to associate with people in the space who are doing exactly that, who are saying racist things, sexist things, that have attacked each other, that have made death threats towards people in the Twitter spaces, and they keep going back and doing more content with those people. And I don't understand that. I don't care how big your audience is. If you can't behave in a professional way, I'm not going to let you appear to represent my 180 million, 300 million, at 1.17 billion dollar market cap company. So I don't know what to think there. And I was pretty perturbed yesterday. If you guys want to just keep the conversation going for a minute, it is recorded, Daniel, yesterday's AMA. It is recorded. But yesterday, one of the other developers, it was Manny, I'm just going to say it, another crypto project, Terrarium, might as well just say it too. They had posted that, they, in a year from now, they think they'll be bigger than crypto.com. Okay. It's a bold statement for a brand new project. I'm not going to say one way or the other about that, but he didn't say anything negative about anybody. Maybe you could say he said something negative about crypto.com because he says we're coming for you. But Manny goes after them personally, says your project's a joke. You have no loyalty. Why are you attacking another project? Make yours work. That project has struggled to deliver. And that's a project that I loved, man. You guys who've watched me from the beginning, there was no bigger fanboy for that, for Saitama than I was. I was all in 100% daily content for about 4.5, 5 months. And when they were starting to have struggles delivering, I kind of said, they're going to have to clean this up or it's going to get ugly. And a lot of people turned on me. And that was kind of when I said, okay, this isn't really, I don't want to deal with the negativity. And I kind of applied that to the whole wolf pack and shouldn't have. It was really specifically a few people. They're still trolling, but I don't care anymore. I kind of have figured it out. I'm not used to that kind of behavior in the real world. That type of behavior doesn't really exist because people aren't that brazen and stupid and ridiculous in real life. And if they were, you would either disassociate from being in their presence or you'd kick the crap out of them, But there's a lot of big people on Twitter, a lot of strong, smart people that really go for it. They're quippy. Big A Armory. Let's see. Saitama Investors made. This is something that I absolutely agree with, Big A. It was the investors that made it go, not the developers. The developers were driving the hype, and a lot of influencers, myself included, were buying the hype and were putting it out there. And the hype is great. Projects need hype, but behind that hype, they have to deliver something, or we see happen exactly what's happening right now, and it's crazy to me, guys, because honestly, I'm surprised it's dipped as hard as it has, because they're closer to their use case than they've ever been. But I have problems with the app, with SideMask app. I tried to make a trade yesterday and move some things around, and it was trading token for token on their platform. I was moving one token from Saita Realty, in this case, to Saitama, and I got a network connection error. And in trying to trade $1,000 worth, it was like a 30% almost price impact. There's not enough liquidity in there to make this stuff work. So, all right, guys. Anything else you guys want to chat about for a minute here? I probably got another 5 minutes, and then I've got to make these trades, and I've got another commitment here at the top of the hour. So, appreciate everybody who's joined. Yeah, This I kind of agree with too. But, I mean, he was in defense mode, if I'm trying to be fair with him too, because he was getting attacked. But the way he set it up is even a little bit offensive to say, fudders are welcome. Well, why, if you express your honest opinion, is that FUD? You know, if FUD is defined as fear, uncertainty, and doubt, nobody created more of that than the development team, because they failed to launch Cytomask. They failed to launch Cytomask. They failed to launch Cytomask. Then it didn't work. Then there's no liquidity. Then they launched a token and it didn't go. They had to delay it. Then they launched a token and it went catastrophic. And then they had to reel it all back and do a bunch of other stuff. And it still isn't working right. We're in May. We're almost halfway through the year. This was supposed to launch January 8th after the CERTIC audit. So he was in defense mode. But if you want to talk about FUD, my opinion, most of the real FUD, what's causing me to have fear, uncertainty, and doubt, is that the app, I can't trade my own tokens in it. I can't get the money out if I want to right now, because I can't get it back to a form that I can transfer it out of that wallet into, a DeFi wallet where I can interact with Uniswap in a more reliable fashion. I would love to use Cytomask. I want to support the project. I had my hand raised last night for 2 hours, hoping I could just say, because Russell kept asking, what can we do to bring the community together? What can we do to make the project more successful? And I have real answers for those. I mean, number one, stop associating yourself or allowing people to associate with you that are, in my opinion, out of control. I don't want to put some label on them, but it's completely out of control to have a knockdown, drag out, F-bomb fight, threatening each other, threatening to kill people, saying things about people's sexuality, about their profession, about their, like even race. There was a racial comments made by these people who were represented as being at the top of the pile, and you can't say, well, I can't control what everybody does. You can control what you do. And if you've got actors in the space that are acting unprofessionally like this, don't put yourself on their platform, unless it's for a debate with them and you want to talk shop. But use somebody reputable, use somebody that's at least professional. I don't have any problem. I know Scott Herman is friends with Russell. I know that he's very pro the project. Classy Crypto has been a big supporter for him. Use their platforms. That doesn't bother me. They can say whatever you want, but when I go into a Twitter space and it's dominated, not by the community, like a town hall meeting, asking questions and getting answers, even last night's was dominated for probably an hour and a half by Faltron, who was almost like he was hosting, in Russell's space. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I don't know what you guys think. All right. Gas fees cost more than Saitama. That's it. Yeah. Bree saying it. Yeah, there are some, those guys are bullies, and unfortunately, and kind of in just the way the world works, they turned on Faltron, and I watched him turn on a lot of people. He was hardcore. Like, if you don't like it, get the heck out, Well, he did the same thing that Ryan Patrick did, that they gave him a bunch of crap about, and they turned on him. And I think it was devastating for him. Quite frankly, it was devastating for me. You think you're doing everything you can to support the project. I know tons of people, more than 100, I don't know how many, but more than 100 people have told me that they bought Saitama because of watching my videos. And that you're going to influence people to do that, but you're telling them to do their own research. And even for me, it wasn't a profitable investment, but Faltron was even shocked at how they turned on him. It's just, it is what it is, man. If you pick up a snake and it bites you, you can't complain about that because you knew what it was when you picked it up, right? Some kind of an old parable. All right. Yeah, agreed. They should have just allowed people to ask questions, and they should have limited people, in a chess match, in Congress, in, now I can't say in a courtroom, but in many formal proceedings, right? I used to actually was in the student government of the university that I attended, and we use this, they call it Robert's Rules of Order for running meetings. It's very formal. You feel like you should have a white powdered wig on, but you only get a specific amount of time to speak. And the person who's running the meeting says, you have X amount of time. And then they'll tell you, you have 10 seconds. And they don't care if you're in the middle of the world's greatest thought. When your time's out, and you're gone. End of story. So they should have done that to give people opportunities to have their voice heard and to have, their questions answered, and to be able to offer some solutions. Last night shouldn't have been a gripe session. It should have been the questions Russell was asking. They should have asked him one question, and then he should have asked them the questions he kept asking, which is, what can we do to make this better? Well, you can tell your other developers to stop bashing people online directly. And those are the developers, because he said, there's only 6 developers. I can't control what these guys do. Well, it was developers. Manny specifically twice I've seen go after people directly, and in ways that are, I think it's offensive. It's just, you can say it's a big boys game, but you're a professional managing a multi-$100 million company. Behave like it. Act like a professional. All right. Sorry, I keep looking over here. I know you're looking at the side of my sunburned face, but my second screen's over here, and I'm just trying to, hey, fan, how are you? Thanks for jumping in. The tennis tournament, you can see I got sunburned. It was heartbreaking. My son played in the district tennis tournament today. He's playing better than he's played, and he peaked right at the right time. And he had 2 really tough matches where they split the first sets and then went 4-6, 5-7, and lost in the last set. So it was great tennis. It was a lot of fun to watch. I'm really proud of my son and the way that he has developed and grown. And, it was a proud father moment, but it was heart crushing because you needed to win. They needed to win like 3 to advance to the state tournament next week. So, yeah, it is awesome. It was great. Anything else? Let's see. 8:43. At max, I've got 5 minutes here. Yeah, this one right here. So just for the record, I'm not a very smart person. In my own mind, I always had some self-doubt. But I work in a professional environment with 3 physicians, 5 mid-level practitioners, nurse practitioners, and PAs, and we have about close to 40 staff members in this medical clinic that I'm managing. And on top of that, we're developing additional businesses that will all be opening this year. And if I went into a meeting with our contractor, with our architects, with the engineers, any of these people, or go into the hospital into a meeting about negotiating call coverage rates or something like that, and said any of the crap that came out of people's mouths, you'd be done, And I work for my family in that position. My brother's one of the doctors. He wouldn't put up with that crap. It's a professional environment. We're working in a business that, we're treating live people that should be treated with respect. Our business partners should be treated with respect. And if there's a difference of opinion, you sort it out in a way that's professional. And if you had a direct conflict with somebody, you sure as hell wouldn't air that out in the middle of a board meeting. I mean, not a good look. Not a good look at all. All right, guys. I better wrap this up. But for those of you who came late, you've got 2 people head to head here. I've got 2 iTrustCapital portfolios. Okay. They both have the same amount of money in them, $5,100. You guys, I've already made your first investment. Your first pick, your top pick was Ethereum. And we're going to go head to head. This is your portfolio: Ethereum, Algorand, Cardano, Doge, Bitcoin. My portfolio: Ethereum, Bitcoin, Decentraland, Polkadot, and Cosmos. Next week, I'll give you guys an update. 2 weeks from that, you can make substitutions. 4 weeks out, you can do a line change if you want, because the fees are cheap and it's easy to make the trades. So, all right, guys, let's see. Samax, thank you. And thanks for all you do, man. You really bring a lot to the space right now. Some beautiful, beautiful content on Twitter. So, all right, everybody. Much appreciation for you. Thanks for joining me today. I will check back with you soon. I'll be back to making additional content, possibly tonight, but definitely tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great night. Be safe.